Hello, all of you beautiful souls, and welcome to today's training. Today, we're going to dive into our gut health and basically how to maintain it. So, the gut, of course, as we've known in the past, is the foundation of um, our wellness. And I'll just put that up here real quick. Foundation of our wellness and influences digestion, immunity, and even mental health. So we're going to cover like key ingredients for a healthy gut and how factors like water and fiber, pre and probiotics, and enzymes can contribute to our health. Excuse me. So let me make my slides a little bit bigger here so that you can see them. Awesome. All right. So the ingredients for a healthy gut. So ingredients for a healthy gut are nutrient-dense foods, hydration and proper pH balance, fiber, of course, for digestion, but also for microbiome support, prebiotics and probiotics and gut flora, and enzymes for nutrient breakdown. So a well-functioning gut depends on what we consume every day. If we're eating processed foods, we're not getting fiber. If we're eating processed foods, we're not getting as much nutrients and nutrition, vitamins and minerals and nutrients and amino acids. It also depends on getting the foods that have good prebiotics and probiotics. Fiber is a prebiotic, it also does other things for us, and we'll learn a little bit about that today. And then hydration. Hydration is super important. There are specific nutrients that contribute to digestion efficiently and balance the microbiome. And finally, enzymes. Enzymes are responsible for breaking things down. I'm going to talk a little bit about the two types of enzymes that our body produces or has and how they help us. All right, so we're going to move on and learn first a little bit about water. So water pH in the gut. Water aids in digestion and prevents constipation. So it keeps our digestion smooth and it prevents our bowels from being sluggish. It keeps things moving, but only if you have the right amount of fiber. And we're going to like put all these pieces together because they're important. The pH in our gut affects the microbial balance and enzyme function. So the pH determines which bacteria are going to live. Okay, if you are too acidic or too alkaline, it can create an imbalance. And then alkaline forming foods are really important to support your gut. So like leafy greens, lemon, and limes and things like that help to maintain integrity in the gut lining. So those of you that are concerned that you might have leaky gut, those foods will help with the gut lining. So I talked about two different kinds of fiber. We have two basic kinds of fiber. There are more, but two basic kinds of fiber. We have soluble and insoluble fiber. So soluble fiber absorbs water, it controls glucose and insulin, and it attracts cholesterol to remove it from the body. Well, guys, this is important because you know what? How many of you are dealing with blood sugar and cholesterol issues? Cholesterol issue is a huge problem in our country. So, and all kinds of medicines that they're trying to give you to lower cholesterol. And the reality is what we need to do is increase the fiber that we're eating, and that will help. Insoluble fiber increases our fullness feeling, satiety. It feeds the microbiome. It is a part of the insoluble fiber are prebiotics, and it moves waste through the stool. So fiber, of course, is essential for our gut health, and it keeps things moving and nourishes beneficial bacteria. Soluble fiber, oats, beans, apples, dissolves in water and supports gut flora, as well as insoluble fiber from vegetables, nuts, and whole grains that not only move waste through efficiently, but are prebiotics. And there are a variety of sources that ensure a diverse and of fiber that ensure a diverse and thriving microbiome. So it's really, really important that you get those fibers. And there are specific fibers that feed the microbiome, and there are specific fibers that help in other ways. The key piece to this is making sure that you're getting whole foods. Whole foods will give you those fibers, both kinds, and help your body manage the process of getting things through and getting those nutritions and building our microbiome and keeping it healthy. So let's talk about those prebiotics and probiotics for just a second. So we've already talked about what prebiotics are. Prebiotics are fiber that feeds the gut bacteria, right? Probiotics, prebiotics are, found in foods like garlic and onions and green bananas. Okay, that's where there's some areas where they're found. They're found in other foods too, but there are very specific prebiotics fibers like inulin and FOS and those types of things. And we'll get more deeper into that when we talk specifically about fiber, but today we're just doing an overview. All right, probiotics are basically live bacteria that live in foods. They actually live on the outsides of foods. They are good bacteria. They're found in things like yogurt and kefir and sauerkraut, and they consistently reintroduce beneficial bacteria to our body. Many people don't like sour foods, and yet sour foods are important because a lot of those sour foods like yogurt, kefir, and sauerkraut will actually be beneficial to the microbiome and help the microbiome grow. A balance of both prebiotics and probiotics are really important for a strong, resilient gut microbiome. Finally, enzymes. So I talked earlier about two types of enzymes. There are systemic enzymes and then there are digestive enzymes. Systemic enzymes are enzymes that the body produces to help with overall function. So for example, cholinesterase is an enzyme that's made by the body, primarily the brain, that helps to keep us flexible in our joints. Okay, so if a person has some joint issues, we make sure that they're getting enough or helping their body to produce enough systemic enzymes, or avoid the things that interfere, like solanine in the nightshade type foods. There are also digestive enzymes. Digestive enzymes are biological catalysts that help digest proteins, carbs, and fats. There are different kinds. So for example, protease breaks down protein, amylase breaks down carbs, and lipase break down fats. Okay, so they have specific jobs and they do specific things. Typically, when you eat a whole food, those enzymes are in there for what is necessary to break those foods down. But we do a lot of processed stuff, and that processed stuff makes the enzymes not available. Without the enzymes, we have issues like our digestion slows down, we have bloating, we have discomfort. So without them, we don't feel good. Natural enzyme sources are found in things like pineapple and papaya, avocado. We can also find them in fermented foods as well because we've not killed the food. Even though it's processed, the enzymes are still there. And so there are a lot of good opportunities to access enzymes. For those of you that have come through the program so far, you've learned about making that green drink. Okay, the green drink has usually some food in it like avocado and different foods that really, really help to boost the enzymes in your gut. So it's important to drink your green drink and make sure that you're getting those foods. So our key takeaways: we need hydration, we need a good pH balance to support our gut function, we need to keep fiber in our foods, making sure that we're getting both kinds, so whole foods, so that we're getting both the soluble and insoluble fiber in order to feed our good bacteria and make digestion healthy. We need to make sure we're getting pre and probiotics in our diet, as well as foods that have enzymes, digestive enzymes to help us digest and absorb nutrients. These are all really important. So maintaining the gut requires this combination of things. A well-balanced diet with whole foods, fermented options, digestive enzymes, all ensure optimal function and absorption of nutrients, which your body needs to heal. Let's start with making some small changes like drinking more water, eating fiber-rich foods, incorporating probiotic foods in your diet. These things will make a big difference. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording for questions. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask.